listeners, it's Jordan Beer again here, and I've got another spoiler for you. Tuesday's episode on May the 13th, 2014, 7:30 on BBC One and BBC One HD. This is it. The repercussions of Lauren's actions send a shockwave through Albert Square. Meanwhile, Peter turns to Lauren for comfort. Elsewhere, Ian's grief forces Phil to make a drastic decision. Also, on Tuesday, an unexpected visitor takes Carter's by surprise. Who could that be? I don't know.
I'll give you one simple answer who I think it's going to be. Dino Wicks. Although, in this, since he's been back, he's been named as Dean Wicks because they don't like the O in his name. But I like the name Dino. But yeah, that's who I think's back.
I think so too, and it's going to be a big shock to the Carters and the whole of Walford why he's back and what's he come back for.
Well, we have a spoiler for you, and that will sort of help this debate out a little bit. EastEnders pub boss, that's Mick Carter, punches his nephew Dean next week after the Walford returnee publicly humiliates Shirley at the Queen Vic, Shirley being Dean's mum. Now, Dean, played by Matt D'Angelo, makes an appearance at the Vic next week after his grandfather Stan tricks him into paying a visit.
That's a bit, I don't know, it's kind of a sort of situation for the Carters, and I don't really know what to say really.
Well, I want to know why Stan and Dean are always plotting these strange things, like, because the whole money thing the other day, and then Stan, like, sort of letting him get away with it and getting himself arrested, just makes me wonder, are they planning something? It's the same with Lee and Stan, because have you been noticing, like, how Stan was plotting the whole time about Lee's return?
Yeah, and I want to bring up another point. What brought Stan and Dean so close? Why are they so close, and why are they planning something that we don't know about?
Exactly. I mean, also Stan wasn't really keen on Shirley, but neither is Dean.
Yes.
So that is the strange part about this. Actually, I really want to know. You can again see this episode next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. May the 15th. Don't miss it on BBC One. Thursday night on EastEnders, Mick shocks his family. On the episode which airs on May the 15th, 2014 at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One, when Shirley comes under fire, Mick's actions leave the family in shock. Meanwhile, Peter has a bold idea to console his dad, but doesn't get the reaction he was hoping for. So what kind of reaction could that be, I wonder?
I think he would have brought up something about Lucy, and it's sort of, well, Peter has given Ian sort of a wrong idea and he's taken it the wrong way.
That could be actually. Or it could be something about Cindy, or something about Bobby.
Or he's done the same thing as Cindy, like he's been looking through Lucy's stuff and he's reacted badly to it, like he doesn't want anything else to happen.
So obviously Ian is angry during the episode, and Peter finds ways to console him, but he doesn't get the reaction he was looking for. So what could that be? Oh, I do wonder. If you want to find out, make sure you tune in next Thursday night.
Hello listeners, I've got another spoiler for you here. It says Friday, May the 16th, 2014 at 8 o'clock on BBC One and BBC One HD. Peter keeps a secret from Ian. When Peter is given us some unexpected news, he tries to keep it from Ian. Meanwhile, when Shirley hits rock bottom, an unlikely Walford resident gives her support. Who could the support be from? We don't know. Do you know? Thank you.
So what unexpected news could that be?
Well, my personal opinion would be it could be about Lauren.
Could be about Lauren, or it could be because last year Peter had a secret about Devon, where he left his friend to die. So it could be something about that. I mean, I'm not saying it probably is, because since the show's had a new producer, a lot of the stuff that happened with the old producer hasn't actually come back. So it could be, I don't know, who knows?
Or it could be a lead to who killed Lucy Beale.
Could be, yep. It could be that the police have told his something. Yeah, the police have told him something, yeah. And basically he's trying to keep it from his dad. Could be that.
Yes, but why would the police go to him and not to his dad?
Exactly. Or Lauren's found out something which he knows about, but he can't tell him.
Yes.
Could be that.
Or it could be that Peter has found out why Maxie's got Lucy's work documents.
Yeah, that could be it. And about Shirley, why did she hit rock bottom?
Maybe because Dino's back.
Yeah, and an unlikely Walford resident gives her support. I'm not sure if that's Phil. Could be Phil.
Yep, Phil could cheat on Sharon. We don't know.
Well, there are pictures going around with him actually with her actually kissing him, so we don't know. So keep watching EastEnders, people. This episode, which you've just heard about, airs, of course, again, as we mentioned, on Friday, May 16th at 8 o'clock on BBC One. So keep on watching EastEnders. Now then, I'm going to hand you over to Python, aka Jason Turner, with the latest EastEnders Rap Roundup. Now, these Rap Roundups are basically surrounding 1 minute where he will talk about all the latest goings on Albert Square. So, Python, it's over to you.
Check. Ian had news that changed his life because he found out Lucy had died. But he first thought it was lies until he saw her with his own eyes. So he doesn't think that he can cope because Lucy's death made him lose hope. Then Ian and Jane got close, so it looks like their relationship could grow. Terry and Alfie were celebrating for their victory over Lee and Mick. But the thing that they didn't know is to keep the custom, Mick let them win. Looks like Phil's found change in his life because he showed support through Ian's bad time. And he showed his sensitive side when he said the puppy of Lady died. Cindy's not impressed. Ian kicked her out so she just left. Run the game no sweat, that's something to remember. Python, Rap Roundup, EastEnders.
Now then, thank you Python for that. Now you can go to his YouTube channel, which is called Python Official, or he does, of course, post his debates and his EastEnders Rap Roundups on the EastEnders result page at www.facebook.com/Albert Square Wolford. So make sure you tune in and listen. So now, as we promised you earlier, it's now time for the backstage video, which tells us all about the plotting of Lucy Bill's murder. Now, if you were the one that had to plot Lucy Bill's murder, what would you do first? Would you keep the whodunit a secret, or would you tell people straight away? So, like, would you show the killer at the beginning, or would you let them wait a little while?
Well, it depends really. If you're, say, under pressure by the actual killer, then obviously you're not going to say anything. But if you just know about it and know of who did it, then you would tell someone. But I don't think that's the case.
Right then, so that's what me and Jordan think. But what do the EastEnders producers and the cast think? Here is a behind-the-scenes look at plotting Lucy Bill's murder.
This is actually the sickest thing, like the sickest storyline. I couldn't have like a better exit. No one could possibly ask for a better exit. Really exciting.
I came in with 3 big stories I wanted to tell. One was Carol's cancer. One was a very big story for the Carters themselves, and a very big story for them that hasn't even started yet, that's to come. And killing Lucy Bill. And the reason for it was because the Beals are the first EastEnders family. In my head, they're the successors to the Fowlers. They also are part of the Fowlers. So for me, in this year, building up to the 30th anniversary of the show in February next year, I wanted a big, epic story that put the Beals at the centre of the show, that put Ian, the show's only original character, at the centre of the show.
We were filming Christmas dinner at the Mitchells, and you could see various phones going off, and people were having a sly little look, because we're not supposed to have phones on set. Having a sly little look. You could see that sort of like moment's thought of, oh, what have I done? And then I sort of looked around, I could see it was the whole family, so I thought, that's looking like a storyline. And sort of Dom obviously went and told Hetty first, which had to. And then we all sort of like went up there individually and found out what was going to be happening.
When he told me no, I was sort of unable to process what you were saying because of the initial shock.
I was surprised, to be honest, because I just didn't see it coming at all. I sort of just made sure he was sure that he was doing the right thing and everything. He started explaining all the reasons behind it and everything. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, it's going to be massive.
Obviously, when I got told that I was going to die or get killed, Dom said, like, how do you feel about playing dead? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, it's going to be absolutely fine. I'll just fall asleep. But it was actually genuinely probably one of the hardest things I've had to do here because it's so morbid. I think Hetty
found it really difficult, actually. She was very nervous about being a corpse, which is interesting because, you know, you have to be still. And I think she found that, you know, difficult. And although it was a nice sunny day, it wasn't that warm. So, you know, I think you're anxious and worried about keeping warm, not shivering, being still, not blinking, not swallowing, not breathing, you know, and all of that. And I think it's quite a difficult thing for an actor to do. It sounds bizarre. It should be the easiest thing in the world, but actually, you know, you try lying really, really still for half a minute or however long a camera's on you, and not being, and of course, it's like not laughing in church, isn't it? The minute you think, oh, I mustn't laugh, you do. So, I think she found it quite difficult.
When Ian sees Lucy for the first time, and I get revealed through the curtains, and they told me, they were like, the first time that Adam's actually going to see you is the first and only take that we're going to do. So I panicked, and I went into like almost like a panic attack, because during the filming, when they said action, my eyes just kept quivering and I couldn't stop them. It was uncontrollable, and my palms were sweating, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally mapping out the scene so much to him right now, and they didn't do another take.
I tried to keep all the big emotional scenes as real as possible by not doing too many takes on them, and just allowing that first instinctive take to be the one that we predominantly use. So I know she was that was her first experience of doing it. So by the time we got to the common, I think she was less stressed about it.
And it is a really difficult thing to do. People just wouldn't think about it that way, and I didn't. So lying in a coffin scared me.
You've got to get actors out of their comfort zone, don't you? You know, we're not making play bus. If it was all lovely and sweet and cuddly, I've said this before, but if it was all lovely, sweet and cuddly, then that's a different show. That's not EastEnders.
Okay, listeners, it's Jordan Beer again. I'm going to have to say my goodbyes, but I just want to say a big thank you to Tom Gardner for having me on his radio show, and I'll see you very soon.
Thank you, Jordan. And we're also going to wrap things up here now for EastEnders and, of course, for Radio Wolford. So, we'll be back next week with all the usual stuff. Jordan won't be with us, I don't think, but we'll be back again, and I'm pretty sure Jordan will be returning very, very soon. Won't he, Jordan?
Yes.
So, we'll see you next time for all the latest news and spoilers from Albert Square. Now, though, we leave you with... Do you know what? I'm not actually going to tell you the music. We're going to leave you with some music, and you're going to love it. See you next time on Radio Wolford.